Hi guys, and welcome to Bonnet and Blade. Today we're in Dumfries Galloway at the Maxwell clan's family seat at Caerlaverock Castle. Caerlaverock Castle, set in the salt marshes on the Solway, where Scotland meets the Solway Firth. Caerlaverock Castle is a fortress like no other, both in its shape and its story. It stood as the mighty seat of the Clan Maxwell. Border wardens, royal supporters, traitors, heroes. Today on Bonnet and Blade, we uncover the legacy of Caerlaverock Castle and the powerful clan who once ruled the frontier. Caerlaverock Castle is immediately striking. Its triangular design is completely unique in Britain. Why triangular? It's a defensive masterstroke. With only 3 walls, there are fewer angles for attackers to exploit, and each corner is anchored with a massive drum tower. The outer moat was wide and water-filled, supplied by the nearby stream. Inside, you'll find a stone courtyard, a great hall, a chapel, kitchen, and a private tower residence. The southern gatehouse was the jewel of the castle, rebuilt in the late 1500s. It's a French Renaissance style. With the gun loops and decorative stone carvings, Caerlaverock wasn't just a military fortress, it was a symbol of the Maxwell power, wealth and sophistication. The story of the Clan Maxwell begins in the 12th century. Their progenitor, Maccus, was likely of the Norse and Anglo-Norman descent, possibly a retainer of King David I. His descendants took the name King of Maxwell from Maccus Well near Kelso. By the 13th century, Maxwells were rising fast, loyal to the Scottish crown. They were granted lands in Annandale and eventually became wardens of the West March, giving them near autonomous power over the Anglo-Scottish borderlands. Their influence extended beyond Dumfriesshire. The Maxwells were deeply embedded in court politics, playing a delicate game between the Scottish kings and the powerful southern neighbours. In this particular site, the Maxwells built their first castle down here near the harbour, which they also had built down on the estuary. And where they built their harbour, it's believed now that there was a Roman harbour prior to that. There's been evidence and excavations to prove the Roman harbour was there. Also, the far side of the second castle, on the hill, there's been a Roman fort. So this is very likely why the Maxwells chose this place to start with. In the summer of 1300, Caerlaverock became a key target during the Wars of Independence. Edward I of England, Hammer of the Scots, arrived with a massive siege army, including 87 knights and thousands of infantry. Defending the castle was Sir Eustace Maxwell, a loyalist to the Scottish crown. With over 60 men, the garrison fought bravely, but after a determined resistance, the English finally took the castle. Eustace's shifting loyalties were not uncommon. In the brutal border wars, survival often meant choosing the winning side. Maxwell's fiercest feud was with the Johnstones of Annandale. In 1608, the bitter rivalry climaxed in a cold-blooded murder between Sir James Johnstone. He was tricked into a meeting with John Maxwell, the 9th Lord, under a truce. Maxwell shot him dead. He was arrested, tried and executed in Edinburgh. In 1613, it marked a turning point for the clan's decline in the royal favour. Caerlaverock wasn't just a fortress, it was a home. At its height, the castle would have housed up to 100 people, including the Maxwell family, servants, soldiers, priests and craftspeople. Meals were cooked in the great kitchens, venison, fresh fish from the moat, and bread baked in the stone ovens. Water came from the deep well inside the courtyard. The family quarters were surprisingly refined. Stone fireplaces, carved stone windows, tapestries, warmth and privacy. But Caerlaverock hasn't gone silent. Local whispers of a lady in white seen walking through the marshes at dawn. Some say she's a Maxwell bride who died before her wedding day. Others say she guards the castle from intruders even in death. There are also tales of special drums echoing from the gatehouse and the shadowy figures glimpsed in the south tower. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that the atmosphere here is heavy with history. During the Wars of the Three Kingdoms in 1640, Caerlaverock faced its final siege. This time from Scottish Covenanting forces opposed to Charles I. After 3 months, the garrison surrendered. Parliament ordered the castle to be slighted, that is, deliberately ruined. The gatehouse was blown open, the towers collapsed, and the Maxwells never returned. From mighty wardens to broken lords, the Maxwells lost their lands, titles and legacy in just a few generations. Today, Caerlaverock is managed by Historic Environment Scotland and remains one of the country's most beautiful and accessible castle ruins. The Maxwell family continues throughout descendants and the Maxwell Clan Society, preserving their history and the motto, "I flourish again." Bonnet and Blade would like to make a special thank you to Historic Scotland. The staff here at Caerlaverock have been fantastic and very helpful. Here at Bonnet and Blade, we always like to do our little Gaelic phrase. And bye for now, it's Marshlan leaving Drasta. Marshlan leaving Drasta. So bye for now, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.